Bang makasambuhan, makakahapan lahat ko tawi-tawi. Hashtag I Connect Peace.
Kulay man natin magkaiba, mundo natin ay isa. Paghawak-hawak ng kamay, isigaw lang sabay-sabay. Kapayapaan, hangin at sumayaw sa ilalim ng araw. Maghawak-hawak ng kamay, isigaw lang sabay-sabay. Kapayapaan.
Maguindanao na ako. Pagtabang ako, kano kagkapya, ando kang bayabaya nung magingad. Hashtag I Connect Peace.
I am a teacher. I teach peace. I respect diversity of culture and religion in school. Hashtag I Connect Peace.
Kulay man natin magkaiba, mundo natin ay isa. Paghawak-hawak ng kamay, isigaw lang sabay-sabay. Kapayapaan, hangin at sumayaw sa ilalim ng araw. Maghawak-hawak ng kamay, isigaw lang sabay-sabay. Kapayapaan.
Community development ako. Imagpasaplag si Parsugpatan inya angan-angan ko. Hashtag I Connect Peace.
Inan sobanan, magwit halinaw dindanyo. Hashtag I Connect Peace. Inan sobanan, magwit halinaw dindanyo. Hashtag I Connect Peace.
Isa, paghawak-hawak ng kamay, isigaw lang sabay-sabay. Kapayapaan, hangin at sumayaw sa ilalim ng araw. Maghawak-hawak ng kamay, isigaw lang sabay-sabay. Kapayapaan.
Estudyante ako. I enjoy my youth. I will not destroy my future. Hashtag I Connect Peace.
IDPEO, Biktima de Guerra. Deseo de mio el paz. Hashtag I Connect Peace.
Mundo natin ay isa, paghawak-hawak ng hangin at sumayaw sa ilalim ng araw. Maghawak-hawak ng kamay, isigaw lang sabay-sabay. Kapayapaan,
Sa magulong mundo, pektado ako, tutulong ako. Hashtag I Connect Peace.
Medic ako, nagre-rescue ako. I save lives. Hashtag I Connect Peace.
kulay man natin magkaiba, mundo natin ay isa. Paghawak-hawak ng hangin at sumayaw sa ilalim ng araw. Maghawak-hawak ng kamay, isigaw lang sabay-sabay. Kapayapaan,
Salam volunteers kami. Taida kami na seguridad na komunidad del syudad. Hashtag I Connect Peace.
kapayapaan.
Salamat, hindi malilimutan ating pinagdaanan, ating pinagsamahan sa hirap at ginhawa, sa lungkot at saya. Salamat, salamat, salamat sa RPN. Noong simula pa lamang, kayo ang naging magulang.
Sa aking bawat hakbang, turo nyo'y tamang daan.
Sa aking mga pagsubok, kayo'y laging tumutok.
Kayo na ang laging kapay, hanggang sa magtagumpay.
Salamat, salamat, hindi malilimutan. Gintong alaala ng ating pagsasama. Sa hirap at ginhawa, sa lungkot at saya. Salamat, salamat, salamat sa RPN. Ngayon ka nakita, ilubog ng lumipas.
At bawat ngayon at bukas, nakabukid hanggang wakas.
Salamat, salamat, salamat sa pagkakataon na makapiling, makabalikan, maging bahagi ng mundo. Salamat, salamat, taus-pusong pasasalamat. Salamat, salamat, salamat sa RTN. Salamat, salamat, hindi malilimutan ating pinagdaanan, ating pinagsamahan. Sa hirap at ginawa, sa lungkot at saya. Salamat, salamat, salamat sa RTN.
Salamat ang oras po natin dito sa lungsod ng Zamboanga at buong Pilipinas. 10 minutos pagkalipas ng alas 6 ng gabi. Magandang gabi po. Kumusta po kayo? Araw po tayo ng Sabado, 23 ng Enero. Ito po ang programa ninyo, programa namin, programa nating lahat, ang Parsugpatan, Usaping Pangkapayapaan, isang proyekto po ng IRDT, Integrated Resource Development for Tri-People, sa pamamagitan po ng Project Peace Connect, funded by the Asia Foundation. Ang Parsugpatan po ay mapapanood at mapapakinggan tuwing Miyerkules alas 10 hanggang alas 11 ng umaga ang Parsugpatan Youth Hour with Karel Mellanes. At tuwing Sabado at Linggo, alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng gabi, dito lamang po sa RPN DXXX 1008 sa inyong mga radio dial. Meron din po ang Parsugpatan special episode tuwing Lunes, Martes, Huwebes at Biyernes. Ang Parsugpatan Tarbiyatul Aulad with Ustadja Mayra Apion. Kasama po ang ating mga partners and stakeholders dito sa Usaping Pangkapayapaan, ang Local Government Unit of Zamboanga City under kay Mayor Beng Climaco through the Technical Working Group on Preventing and Countering Violent Extremism and Terrorism, or ang Preventing and Countering Violent Extremism Task Force under kay Mr. Jofao Abdusalam. Kasama din po ang religious sector sa pamamagitan po ng Ulama Council of Zamboanga Peninsula, the Roman Catholic Church, at ang United Church of Christ in the Philippines. Kasama din po ang academic sector, ang Ateneo de Zamboanga University, Western Mindanao State University, at ang Zamboanga State College of Marine Sciences and Technology. Kasama din po sa Usaping Pangkapayapaan ang Armed Forces of the Philippines through the Joint Task Force Zamboanga under the command of Colonel John Antonio de Vinagracia. Kasama din po ang Marine Battalion Landing Team 11 under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Joel Atienza at ang 74th Infantry Battalion under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Villena, ang bagong battalion commander ng 74th IB. Kasama din po ang Philippine National Police sa pamamagitan po ng Police Regional Office 9 under the command of Brigadier General Ilagan. Kasama din po ang Zamboanga City Police Office under the command of Colonel Rexmel Reyes at ang ating mga Peace Salam Station kasama ang ating mga Peace Salam Volunteer. Kasama din po ang Naval Forces Western Mindanao. So magandang gabi po. Buenas noches, Zamboanga. Maayong gabi. Good evening, world. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Parsugpatan. Kasama po ang ating panauhin ngayong gabi. Ang siguro no need for further introduction, no? He is known in Zamboanga City and he is the Dean of Universidad de Zamboanga and recently elected as the Federated President of the Parent Teachers Association of Zamboanga City and businessman, no? Dr. Richard Mariano. Doc Richard, good evening and welcome to Parsugpatan.
Ay, welcome. Thank you, Sir Aboy. And also would like to greet everybody out there. Good evening, good evening. And to all the parents, the General PTA officers of all the entire Zamboanga City District Office of the Department of Education. Good evening, good evening.
Okay, thank you Doc Richard for gracing tonight's episode, no? Kasi ang pag-usapan po namin ngayong gabi ay tungkol po sa mga cases ng suicide. Okay? Ang suicide po, alam naman po natin, no? From January 1 to January up to this time, January 23, meron na po tayong 9 cases if I'm not mistaken. No? At ito po ay halo-halo ang age. Meron pong adolescent, may matanda, may at meron din tayong mga estudyante. Pero what worries us, no? Itong mga estudyante, dati-dati kasi, no? Okay na, engineer? Okay, sige, later. Ang worry ko kasi, Doc Richard, no? Kasi dati, nung panahon natin, we never heard itong mga adolescents, mga bata, no? Na sinasabi stress sila, no? Ngayon even mga kindergarten, no? Mga elementary, naririnig na natin sa kanila na sinasabing stress daw sila, no?
Yes. Yes.
So what can you say, Doc Richard?
Correct, Sir Aboy. I am a father of six children, and it's a rampant. Even me, I'm shocked. And I heard my children say, "Daddy, stress I got you, stress I got you." Could you imagine my 5 years old, he knows already the word stress. So it's a common term na to them.
Yes.
But for us, at the age of mga elementary, these words are not yet being encountered, no?
It's not part of our vocabulary.
College, kita ka ben hectic agad natin schedule, grades di aton. That's the time we learn to say stress. I'm stressed at home. I'm stressed at school. But now even the little ones are already using this word stress. Stress.
Kaya nga gusto ko talaga tanungin ng isang bata, no? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng stress sa inyo?
Siguro maybe they feel uncomfortable, stress siguro.
Okay. So yun no. Kayo bang mga parents na nakikinig at nanonood ngayon worldwide, no? Through our social media, our Facebook page, no? Ang Facebook page po ng RPN is RPN D-XXX Zamboanga. Okay? At ang Facebook page ng IRDT Zamboanga. Tapos pwede rin po kayong sa internet, RPN Radio /D-XXX Zamboanga. And live din po tayo sa YouTube, RPN Zamboanga. Baka gusto nyo pong i-share, no? You are free to call us. Okay? Dito sa 955-2450 or sa hotline ng RPN 0905-063-2082. Balikan natin yung stress, Doc Richard, no?
Yes.
Oo. So, hindi ko talaga maintindihan, no? Honestly. Oo. Where they learn itong word na stress and ano ba talaga ang ibig sabihin ng stress sa kanila? And to think na siguro hindi naman siguro masyadong o mabigat yung problema nila. Kasi ang intindihin lang nila is pag-aaral, no? At pagpunta sa school, gawa ng mga assignments, no? Pero ito na nga, gawa ng mga assignments at ito mga online dahil because of the pandemic, no? This has brought some problems sa ating mga kabataan. Okay, we heard I think sa 9 cases, 1 or 2 or 3 cases, no? Dahil daw sa online classes.
Online class.
Mm-hmm. As a parent, Doc Richard, what can you advise sa ating mga parents? Kasi later we will be joined by Dr. Marilyn De Asis, no? Our guidance counselor, member of the Philippine Guidance and Counselors Association of Zamboanga City, and the long-time guidance counselor of Universidad de Zamboanga.
Yes. I know very much Ma'am De Asis.
And we've worked with Doc Marilyn before when we conducted the training of peer educators or peer counselors and counseling on air radio program dito sa RPN, no? Zamboanga. Okay? So later we will be joined by Doc Marilyn De Asis, but for now, no? Si Doc Richard as President of the Federated Parent Teacher Association, no? Siguro we can learn so many things from Doc Richard, being the dean and as a parent, no? As a businessman and as the president of the Federated PTA organization. And philanthropist.
Hello, Ma'am Kay. You know, Sir Aboy, this is really the period we're in. I don't think so it's a challenge for us. Maybe it's an opportunity kasi education system has changed.
Mm-hmm.
The platform has changed. From face-to-face, from blended, now we're into capslet. So, yung participation ng parents at children has already increased. Always tanjok pagani kita sa na Facebook, dol el mga parents el teacher ara. Kasi ko sa pregunta el mga bata, kita nisisita sabi man answer. We have to know how to answer. Kay who will answer for them if they don't know the instruction? They're very hindi sila understandable with the questions and the answers to be made. Unlike when you do the face to face, pala si teacher. Si teacher man answer right away, sinasabi kita. Pero ara hindi lang ang trabaho del un parents buscasen para dali comida na casa, but it is also almost 90% to 100% we have to pay attention to our children, give them instruction, and then mucho ka na aratanjok na Facebook ang mga palabra chabacano ako mga ondo kayo yung makin yun first time yun meet ko na mga words that are being used. So big challenge to us, opportunity, longer time with them. Tan spend kita ara, despite ablagan nito, longer ya kita poniya kita attention ko ng mga bata, pero yet they they have this kind of venue na Chenet and suicide pa. And I
Yes.
think we have to conduct na talaga study on this. I think the guidance association or any agency, your group, the peace group that you have been let's come up with a research study really to address this issue.
Yes.
Kay el issue gat ara regardless of the age, suicide, and most of them are very young.
Yes, I
Diba?
agree
Very
with you.
young gayon. So challenge to us as parent, doble di aton mga effort ara. We do the counseling to our children. Chenen bes kanit mi bata blay kun tigo stress nang sabi hasta yung tata stress tamen. So it's a big challenge and big opportunity for us.
Okay. Kasi yan mention to, no, kay hindi lang buska la vida el mga
Yes,
parents
parents.
ara
El
role para ayuda pa kuno mga bata na mga assignments, no.
Yes, guys.
And siguro ali Chenebes, like siguro kansoyan na trabaho, buska la vida, then atraka el anak, mami, daddy, cosas tulungan mo ako. Tapos aliat embes ayuda kansaw ya siguro ali talaga niya. I do not know. Hindi pwede mang kwento para kung ken bata yaman suicide, no? Pero the story goes na yari ganya daw el nana, no? Kay Noel man online klase, después amokel. El di mio kasi el life skills ba del diaton mga bata ara dol icing lang.
Si,
Di ba? LDE la kasi we always emphasize kay the basic among all the life skills that an adolescent should and must have is self-awareness. Kasi alin na self-awareness, sabi nila si not only who I am, no, but what I can do, no. Por eso, what do you see? What do you think? Porque ansina el mga actions ng mga bata.
I think it's now reality check na very sensitive yagat ang mga bata. Hindi gol ko naton antes, 'di ba? Maskin rekanya pa ko naton, gulpya pa ko naton. We just accept kita. It's our fault. But now, maskin jutay lang gito ko sa kanila reganya, very sensitive sila.
Okay.
And I think one causes this sensitivity of the children is their exposure. As early as kwanto anyo pa lang sabi nga ni naman
Correct.
internet, 'di ba?
Correct.
Sabi man YouTube.
Mhm.
Sinibes tamira kanyo di mi bata, tadurmiya kita tamira to 2 o'clock in the morning, could you imagine desperto pa? Tan ano pa na Facebook, tan ano pa YouTube, and they're watching. So exposure ba? Exposure is very early stage. Kita antes siguro may pa internet, college kita yung
Yes,
internet,
oo.
'di ba?
Pati-
Yung Facebook.
Siguro partly contributory factor, no, is the social media.
Another, yes,
and
mga
technology.
social media, technology, yes, sir.
Kasi during our times, no, before to pwede man internet, nisisita to 10 50 pesos.
Yeah.
Pikay 50 per hour.
si,
Internet
yeah.
before. And you have to search for area on the channel kay hindi
Signal.
hindi lang mushroom internet before,
si,
no?
si.
So pero this time channel kita nga PisoNet.
Yes, PisoNet.
PisoNet, then
Data lang, kausa lang sila data, di ba?
And mucho ya, no?
Anliya
Anliya.
for the whole day.
Oo. So, kasi why we decided to tackle as the cases of suicide, no? Kasi as the suicide and teen pregnancies, no, could lead to violent extremism.
Yes, correct.
So,
Amo siya di yung parang lead to the direction.
Yes.
Aliya gatagintan mga bata.
so nung kaya tama kita, no, siguro adsina yung mga bata, then el worst outcome de ese todo sila kita kumuara affected ya. No?
We parents are affected.
Yes.
Kasi tapasan ng mga bata.
Then ko sa klase de society kita dyan si ansina klase.
correct.
Oo. So ko sa klase de futuro kita dyan future leaders si ansina el diaton. Although we trust our young people.
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
We fully trust them. Pero el cosa lang kasi sila palta is life skills.
Yeah,
I think.
that's one.
Life skills. So, siguro, engineer, Jenny, probado to ulit, no? Try, no? Si Carben from the informed by Ma'am Eileen. Okay, sige. We will get in touch with you as Carben, no? Later on. Okay? So, si Eleanor Mariano and Neil B. Mariano.
Di mi wife, ha? Listen, contigo.
Okay. BC. Okay. Oo. Baka nahang yung phone
Ni Ma'am Diaz.
ni Ma'am, no? Okay, but siguro oo. So oo, tama, no? Kasi like siyempre we as parents, no? We during our younger years, no? Siguro we experience something na hardship in life, no? Kaya ayaw din natin maranasan yung mga anak natin kung ano yung naranasan natin noon.
Yes.
Kaya we are doing everything for them.
For them.
Pero ang problema kasi they are taking this parang iba no? Sana man lang, no, they will admire what their parents are, appreciate what their parents are doing, no? The sacrifices that their parents are doing, no? Pero iba no? Iba. Siguro I always explain to adolescents itong brain development, no? From 5 to 20.
Jenny, kita sa stages of brain development.
Kasi the most critical. Okay, sige. So we will be joined by Dr. Marilyn De Asis, no?
Di si mother.
Okay, sige. Hinahin. Okay. Doc Marilyn, good evening. Doc Marilyn.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes?
Hi. Ma'am, good evening.
Di man.
Si Cecil Aboy, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Oo, na Parsugpatan together with Doc Richard Mariano.
Di man kay klaro?
Hindi klaro, ma'am?
Oo, medyo mahina.
Mahina daw. Okay man aki kumigo. Okay. Full yaman le.
Oo, pero marinig ba ako, sir?
Yes, loud and clear, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Okay, sige.
So we were discussing, ma'am, no? Ang the behavior of our young people today, kasi sabi nga namin, no? Itong mga ginagawa ng ating mga adolescents, like Doc Richard said, yung 5-year-old child niya at age 5, lagi na binabanggit na stress, no? Sabi ko nga nung time namin, this word na stress ay wala ito sa bokabularyo namin, no? Pero ito ngayon parang pero parang word of the day, word of the month, word of the year ang stress sa mga kabataan. Doc Marlene, no? Ano po what do you think ang reason bakit ganito ang behavior ng ating mga kabataan?
Ano, sir?
Ano po sa tingin nyo, bakit ganito ang behavior ng ating mga kabataan, ma'am?
Okay, maraming mga causes why the behavior of our children are medyo not very understandable this time, no? Number one is perhaps their mental health. The second is the use of different gadgets this time. And then another one may be anxiety, or these children may be less in self-esteem, kaya ganyan ang kanilang mga behaviors this time. Or they may have some stresses in their lives.
Kasi nabanggit ko nga kay Doc Richard kanina, Ma'am Marilyn, no? Sa mga edad, sa mga batang 5 years old, ano ba ang stress sa kanila? And what stress them?
Kasi mga 5 years old, mga edad na ganyan. Depende man yan sa bata kung ano ang kanilang mga strength na meron sila. Some children may be very good in talking. Some children may be very good in expressing their ideas. Some children may be good already if they are already in school, may be good in academics, depende if the grade level, if they are still kindergarten or senior prep, depende yon. Pero the parents have a great role to observe what are the strength of their children. And if they found already the particular strength of the children, they would practically embrace the child to develop that strength if ever. And yung mga weaknesses, dapat the weaknesses should be also identified so that the children will know that she has this weakness, or the child will know that she or he has that weakness, so that the parents can practically assist them to improve the weaknesses that they have.
Oo. Kasi
Iyon ang isa sa mga the parents' role towards their children.
Okay. Let me get the reaction. Doc Marilyn, no? Let me get the reaction of Doc Richard, no? As the president of the Federated Parent Teachers Association. Doc Richard.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Richard?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's my mother. Si Ma'am De Asis. Yes, ma'am. No,
Yes.
We have really to embrace our strength, the strength of our children, so that they will really feel how the parents have accepted their strengths. Kaya lang, ma'am, sometimes yung conflict natin ngayon, ma'am, between the parents and the children is the lack of time, or sometimes parents are already yung overloaded and here comes our children. Kaya nga, time management ng Ma'am De Asis is also needed on that point.
Oo, isa yan sa mga nakikitang dahilan if the parents are overloaded with their work. Yes, sometimes they cannot identify already their children, and then alam mo, the children would like to have their parents to be with them most of the time if possible.
Yes, ma'am.
Oo, kasi minsan the children does not understand na the parents are not giving their attention, kaya it will cause anxiety on the child. Na-observe mo yan na-observe mo yan sa child mo, Chart?
Yes, ma'am.
Oo.
Even my 5 years old girl will say, stress ya kacho, daddy, stress. And I have to check, ano ba, saan ba to nag-stress ang bata ko? kasi kindergarten pa lang. But she knows already to use the word stress.
Oo.
So, yun, correct mo, ma'am. You have to embrace kung ano yung mga skills niya meron para she will accept na nandito si daddy pala sa akin. Nandito si mommy.
Oo. Let her understand
They will
na you are always with her no matter how busy. Pero tell her, explain to her na mommy and daddy are working. Pero I have time for you. Perhaps you will agree early in the morning, late in the evening, or during dinner time, or during breakfast time, which is very important. Kahit na 30 minutes to 1 hour lang yung naibigay mo sa baby mo o sa child mo. Pero it is quality time. Usually during eating man yan nabibigay natin kasi you eat together man with your child. And then that will be the best time that you are going to explain to her. Kasi girl man yung baby mo, child, no, na 5 years old. Explain to her na this is the best time. What do you want us to help you? What are your plans? Kung meron siyang mga plans, ano ba ang gusto mo magiging ganito, halimbawa? And then tell her na you can achieve this one if you will do this particular things. Kasi academic is study, pero di ba 2 hours lang yung study sa kindergarten?
Yes, ma'am.
O 2 hours, and then Pero what is the best? So tanungin mo na as early as 5 years old, ano ba ang best subject na gusto niya? Kasi may mga bata man na gusto, I want writing, I want recitation, ganon. So, igual pala tayo edad yung apo ko, ni anak ni Twinkle na 5 years old also. Oo. Yes. Minsan, meron man yan silang mga stresses talaga, anxiety. Magsabi pa yan ng word na, my ate Erica, yung yaya, is quarreling me. Ganyan ganyan. Mayroon na silang term na ganyan. Minsan yung mga term na ginagamit nila, kung isip-isipin natin, hindi yun mga terms na ginagamit natin when we were 5 years old before. Oo. Iba na yung terminology ng mga children natin ngayon.
Kaya sabi Sir Aboy, very exposed na mga bata ngayon sa mga internet, sa Facebook, sa YouTube. So, bigla ka
alam na nila yung stress. Alam na nila yung anxiety.
Anxiety, yes.
Oo. Alam na nila na hindi ako na-love ng ganito. So, we need to develop their self-esteem para hindi sila magkaroon ng social stresses. And hindi din sila ma-isolate kasi when they are isolated, syempre it will cause anxiety for them. Why is my mother or my father or my brothers or sisters are distant with me? Ganoon. So we need to overcome this one for the children.
Doc Marilyn, no?
Yes.
Ito pong mga bata ngayon, no? Marami na po tayong mga suicide cases involving adolescents at mga reasons ay hindi nag-online, hindi nakapag-aral, kaya nag-suicide. Ano po ang halimbawa po kung ang isang bata po ay sa palagay nila hindi na nila kaya to cope up. Ano po ang dapat nilang gawin? Anong advice po ninyo?
Yung mga bata na ano yun, sir, uli? Hindi klaro.
Okay. Hindi. May mga cases kasi tayo, Doc Marilyn, no, na nag-suicide yung mga bata at mga reasons binigay na dahil daw sa hindi nakapag-online classes, no? Sa inyong paningin po, no? Kung ang isang bata ay feeling na nasa ganitong stage na sila, no? At gusto nang may iba na yung iniisip nila. Ano po ang ma-advise ninyo, Doc Marilyn?
Isa sa magiging advice ko kaya sa mga bata na nag-commit ng suicide ngayon?
Yes, marami na po, no?
Marami ng case, yes. Marami naman talagang mga bata na hindi nila naintindihan ang kanilang sarili. Kaya ang thinking nila is committing suicide may be the best that they will do. Pero parents, as I've said, is the first teacher of the child, and perhaps there was a social distance between the mother or the father or the parents per se towards the child, kaya the child cannot express his or her anxiety. Kaya ang kanyang feeling is magkamit na lang ako ng suicide. Kaya there is really a quality time between the parents and the child, and then the parents will try to understand kung the child will become lonely, for example, does not talk anymore. The parents will ask the child, anak, ano ba ang pakiramdam mo ngayon? Bakit parang naninibago ako sa iyong mga ugali this time? So if the child will not express what is the feeling, the parents really will need really to investigate deeply para bang gawin niyang a very good friend sa kanyang anak para maiwasan iyong suicide na ginagawa ng mga bata at this time. Especially if the parents, halimbawa sir, yung mga parents na very demanding sa kanilang mga anak. And then, dahil sa demand nila, dahil nag-low performance in the school, kaya they will get angry with their child immediately. That will be one of the causes why children will commit suicide. Kasi sa feeling nila, my mother or my father is not contented or not happy with my performance. What will I do? So, ganyan na lang ang gagawin ng bata. So, kung isip-isipin natin, medyo it will be the fault of the parents. Perhaps na overlook nila ang pakikipag-usap na magiging close friend sa kanilang mga anak.
So, they have to open their line of communication. So, Dr.
Yes, sir. Talking is very important, especially if the parents are very religious, regardless of what faith they have. Usually, kung they are praying, they will together with the children will have perhaps a closer contact with the parents.
So,
Ganon yon.
Correct. No, communication really is the key. You can see the reaction. It's not just yung issue about the internet, the abla sila nuay pwede man online. But other reason to this, akal gani siya nilang tang conflict, el tata, yung pelyahan.
Yeah.
And then the reason is so simple to answer, but we come to reality, why was the solution is death? Suicide, di ba?
Yes.
After all, we realize, abla, porque kay jutay lang problema, nuay lang dali sen, or nuay lang kosa dali.
Correct.
And at the end, suicide ya. So, correct. Connect, communicate, let them understand. That's the best way. But because when you let them understand, the children will get communicated, and that's the time they will feel na they are important. Na chenikentan uwi, chenikentan explain, chenikentan advice ko nila. Di ba, ma'am?
Yes. Talk about the feeling of the child. That is very important. Kasi ang mga, the children, if their feelings are not met, they will be discontented. Oo. So, talk about the feelings of the child. Kailangan talaga, kaya nga isang speaker namin before, na padre, sinabi niya sa amin, if you have 4 children, for example, every Sunday daw, meron kang date with that particular child. Hindi sila sabay na i-date ni mo o i-talk mo. One by one, in every Sunday, kung ang Sunday lang ang libre ng parents, no? She has to allocate one Sunday for every child. Talk to him or her, or murag i-date ba siya, i-date siya ni mo na i-talk this. Kasi if, wala may child na the same ang kanilang ugali, di ba? Each child have different ugali or behaviors. So, one by one, i-talk sila, but not on one day, para hindi taman si father o si mother. So, if this Sunday you talk to the first child, next Sunday you talk to the second child. Excuse me. Third Sunday you talk to another child. Kaya for every child, mayroon kang isang araw o shall we say half day na siya ang focus. Kaya so that you could understand his or her feelings for that matter. So in that way, maiwasan yung thinking of committing suicide by the child if ever they will commit mistake. Kasi nagiging very close man si mommy o si daddy sa bata na yon. Oo.
Narinig niyo po, mga parents, ito, advice from a guidance counselor, no? Para po maiwasan natin yung mga problema sa ating mga anak. Siguro din isa, Doc Marilyn, no, is find teachable moments. Yung halimbawa, nanonood ng TV, no? So, pwede rin nila i-discuss, di ba, Doc Richard?
Yes. Netflix ngayon, mga bata.
Ganoon yun. Kaya ganyan ang murag very close ang commitment o ang mother and child relation or father and child relation.
Doc Marilyn, sa mga adolescents po?
Adolescence, yes. Kasi nasanay naman tayo sa when they were still a child, you have a day for them, di ba?
Yes.
So continue up to adolescence at yung mga adolescents natin, iba na rin ang kanilang mga the way they talk, iba na ang kanilang feeling. Sometimes adolescents are very sensitive. Oo. So kailangan silang ng mga father or mother say what are the weaknesses of this child or of this adolescent or what are the strengths of this adolescents. Then pakipag-usapan natin, anak, it seems that you are strong in, for example, whatever is the strength of that we are happy that you are very strong in basketball, for example, or in sports. So, we will assist you in developing that one. In another way, you seem to be very weak in communicating with your sister or brother. Remember, son, or remember, daughter, that your younger brother or your elder brother is loving you and we are caring for them just like every one of you in the family. So with that, ma-open ang adolescence na he has to be or she has to be closer to the father because sabihin man niya, wow, ang daddy ko, ang mommy ko can understand me that I have this strength and I have these weaknesses. So, pakipag-usapan ninyo o paano natin i-improve yung weakness mo. For example, you are not very good in, for example, in mathematics. Okay. Okay, paano natin kaya yan i-improve? If the child will say or if the adolescent will say, pwede ba ninyo akong bibigyan ng tutor for mathematics? So, sabihin ninyo, anong gusto mong tutor, male or female? Okay. Kailan ninyo gustong simulan ang tutorial? So, ganun. So, with that, the child will be open already and we will express his or her feelings to the mother or to the father because you keep in touch for him or with her and you are already assisting help. So that is how you are going to help for the adolescents or our teenagers this time.
Okay, so sana po ang ating mga adolescents at ating mga parents may napulot po kayo sa mga sinabi ni Dr. Marilyn De Asis, marami pong mga gandang puntos na binanggit po ni Doc Marilyn. Doc Richard, ano kaya ang pwedeng gawin ng Federation ngayon relative to what Doc Marilyn mentioned and dito sa mga nangyayari ngayon sa ating mga adolescents?
That is what I'm so happy also that you have invited me in this radio because we really have a plan, so we cannot have the face-to-face.
Yes.
So the federation is already thinking of coming up with a virtual cluster, let's say this one. Parang seminar ba noon na in a form of a virtual meeting by district.
Yes.
District 1 and District 2. So in DepEd, in the Zamboanga Division Office, we have 33 districts already. So yun, ika-cluster namin, then isang platform na gagamitin sa isang cluster will be done by inviting also katulad nila Ma'am De Asis sa Guidance Association. We have also the psychologists, we have also mga resource persons na could really contribute. Kaya nga, I'm sitting down here na realize ko, it's just a matter of communication to your children so that the children will really understand. And that's what lacking today. Very simple to let the parents know. Communicate your children. Simple lang. To avoid this what we call suicide attempt or suicide talaga.
And siguro in addition, Doc Richard, Doc Marilyn, siguro communicate and listen.
Listen, that's the best way.
Oo, kasi listening is the beginning of understanding.
Correct.
Oo.
So yun, Sir Aboy, we will come up with a strategic plan. I have siguro next week or to be submitted to the head of the Sir Roy Tubalia, because we're really planning kasi ang mga even parents from other mga schools have been talking to me, Sir Chard, can we have a session about parenting, about this mga suicide, mental, kasi these are
Mental health
issues, di ba ma'am?
Yes, mental health is very important.
Yes, correct.
Then, parents at children well-being.
Well-being, correct. Well-being.
Oo. So I think the executive director of IRDT is watching, and she commented, sabi niya, open communication within the family po ang importante. Dapat mayroon always consultation para si nanay o tatay at sina ate and kuya ay nakakaintindihan di lang sa pag-aaral kundi sa lahat ng bagay. Oo, tama, no? Oo, si MKG Kiri, madam, thank you, no? And siguro rest assured, Doc Richard, no? Kay the office that I represent, no? And siguro with IRDT, no? We can open up, no?
We can collaborate.
I think this is ito ay naging best avenue, no, for us siguro to work together in the future, no?
Yes, I'm looking forward. Looking forward.
Yes, thank you. Doc Marilyn, no? Kasi our time is running short, no?
Almost time na.
Your message, final message, Doc Marilyn.
Oh, my final message for the parents. Parents, we should have quality time for every child that we have. No preference. Do not say, I will have more time with my elder son or daughter, and then I will have only this time for the next child. No. For every child, we need to have quality time. If we say 2 hours for our session with every child, it will be 2 hours for all the children, if ever. How many children do you have? Because, as we have said, the well-being of our children will depend upon the parents. Kaya nga, if we will say, the child is having misconduct in the school, who will be traced? It will be the parents who will be traced. Kasi, bakit nagiging misconduct or misbehave yung child ko sa school? What happened? How many hours does the child stay in the school if yung may face-to-face learning na? Lalo na ngayon na it is pandemic time, all the children are in the school. Kaya, we will make the home a healthy environment during the time of pandemic. Okay, that is my wisdom for the parents. This time of, for how many months already? More than 10 months?
Yes, almost a year.
Now all the children are in the home. They cannot go out for schooling. So, ganyan ang atin. The well-being of our child and making a home a healthy environment during the time of pandemic.
So, Doc Marilyn De Asis, thank you very much for your time, no, and sharing your knowledge and giving advice to our parents and adolescents, no. Sana po ang mga parents at adolescents natin ay naririnig. Kung na-miss nyo po itong episode na ito, you can always watch this later through YouTube or to the Facebook page of RPN, no. At doon marinig nyo yung mga magagandang nabanggit at shinare po ni Dr. Marilyn De Asis. Doc Marilyn, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, and we hope to get in touch with you siguro some other time, no? Para po
yes, you just text me.
Yes po, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay,
yes,
sige, thank you. Stay safe always.
And good night.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so, Doc Richard.
as what Ma'am Diases said, and our discussion is really fruitful. Simple lang. You communicate. They may say it's difficult. Yes, correct. It's difficult because that causes suicide or other forms of But when you communicate, giving quality time, understanding each other, that will really prosper the family. Yun lang. That's what our session for today. I've learned many things na even realize sometimes when I'm not talking to my children, that causes more reaction, more action, and sometimes the action is bad. But when we communicate and understand, at the end of the day, everybody will be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Siguro one thing to show our support to our children, no? Pag meron na po tayong face-to-face, is ito pong mga homeroom PTAs,
Yes,
no?
correct.
We have to attend kasi this will boost the morale of our children. Oo, kasi manyabang sila. Oy, di niyo kailangan niya.
Yes, correct. Simple lang kala. That's very simple.
Very
But
simple.
sometimes we forget to give attention. We forget to give time.
Yes.
But we don't know what's the effect to that. Si
Yes.
hindi to man attende, di ba? Pero si attende to, simple lang. Dala lang mira dito kara, and your children will be happy
Yes,
at the end of the day.
alegre.
Alegre, di ba? Kung to, sir, is mga homeroom,
Yes.
sinabisin why cannot attende, ben sentimiento with mga anak. Jotay lang, Kel. Pero when you will be there, your presence, they will really be happy and proud of you.
Si MK, sa nangyayari ngayon, dapat siguro magkaroon ng assessment and dialogue between parents and teachers or schools involving full-time mothers and the working one para ma-assess ang mga contributing factors and their needs. No? And
Needs
this
and
could be best input to address this prevailing issue on suicidal incidents ng mga bata.
Correct.
Oo.
Careful
So,
study.
Careful study. Siguro, ang teacher can also communicate with the parents. No, regarding the behavior. No, and we as parents, we also have to be observant.
Yes,
Keen observers sa actuations ng ating mga anak. No? And siguro, bawas-bawasan po yung pagsisigaw, no? Pagtaas ng boses sa mga anak. So yun po siguro ang maganda, no? So Doc Richard, thank you very much. Thank you.
Anytime.
We hope we can have you back, no, in the future episode of Parsugpatan. Okay?
And I'm looking also forward on our collaboration.
Yes.
The Federation of the General PTA of the entire Zamboanga, we will collaborate on some of the activities. If you can communicate with us, especially we can also give you some inputs, and baka dito yung avenue nyo na we can, as what we've talked earlier about the barangay, you can also penetrate with us kasi the number of parents in the entire Zamboanga City ay nasa 100,000 plus. Yes, the parents.
So
you multiply 2 in every child learner that we have. So if we have a population for that district ganito, you times it by 2, and that's the number of parents that we have.
Okay, so we find another collaborator.
Yes, correct, Sen.
For this activity. Okay, so Doc Richard Mariano, thank you very much, and we would also like to thank before we will say goodbye, there is an announcement here from Mr. Edgar Baños. Okay, we are on heightened alert. The incessant rainfall just caused water level at the diversion to rise to critical levels at 75.08, recorded at 4 p.m. today. As of 5 p.m. today, it has just somewhat decreased to 74.72, still way above the normal of 74.20. Please help inform our consumers, especially those living near rivers and other waterways, to stay alert and to move up to higher grounds once we report rise on water levels. We will keep you posted. Muchas gracias. Thank you, Gar, no? Okay, so sa lahat po ng partners and stakeholders na on the TWD and Peace Education, no? The local government unit of Zamboanga City, the religious sector, the academic sector, the security sector, no? At sa lahat po ng bumubuo ng IRDT, headed by our Executive Director, MK Jikiri, our President, Maas Usok, the Board of Directors, the men and women of IRDT. Si Doc Ses po nagsasabi at nag-iiwan ng isang maganda at mapayapang gabi po sa ating lahat.